a wild goose was swimming in the river, when suddenly it was snatched away by a piranha. The robot mom immediately rushed to rescue it, but accidentally got her foot stuck between some rocks. She could only keep throwing stones to hold off the piranha's attacks, but soon she ran out of stones. At the critical moment, Rose's hand flew back just in time, and pinned the piranha firmly underwater. Bill finally got to safety. Just as they were about to leave, several wild geese flew back. They mocked Bill, calling him weak, and even blurted out secrets about his past. That was when Bill discovered that the robot mom who had always loved him so dearly was actually the one who killed his biological mother. Fink was furious when he heard this, so enraged he wanted to devour those loudmouthed geese on the spot. Luckily, the kind-hearted Rose stopped him in time. She tried to explain the reasons to Bill, but Bill's mind had gone completely blank by then. In fact, when Bill was little, Rose had tried several times to tell him the truth, but Fink stopped her every time. He didn't want Bill's childhood to be overshadowed by darkness. But now, Rose had no choice but to come clean. Rose told Bill everything that had happened before. Even though it was just an accident, Bill still couldn't accept it. He acted just like a rebellious teenager, slamming the door behind him as he stormed off. Rose sat dejectedly on the mountaintop. In the past, she always handled situations according to her programming, but now she had no idea how to face Bill. Just then, a flock of wild geese flew across the sky. Fink hurriedly warned Rose that if Bill didn't learn to fly before autumn arrived, he would surely die here. With that thought, Rose dropped her usual gentle demeanor, and insisted that Bill had to learn to fly. She scanned the flight patterns of the geese, and then personally taught Bill how to flap his wings. But success never comes overnight. It requires enduring countless failures and mockery. To help Bill get a better running start, Rose worked day and night to pave a runway. A beaver even thoughtfully brought over a prosthetic leg. In the end, through everyone's tireless efforts, Bill finally managed a successful test flight. Unfortunately, he crashed down after flying just a short distance. It turned out that Bill's wings were born deformed. He simply couldn't fly like the other geese, so Rose found a new teacher for him. Although his body type wasn't suited for straight-line flight, it was perfect for diving and spiraling. With Riley's help, Bill not only achieved free flight, but also earned the recognition of the geese leader.
This flight is a gift Rose has given you.
Yeah, I understand.
No, you don't. You see any other geese here your size? The accident that killed your family saved you.
I never thought of it that way.
Funny how life works.
It wasn't until that moment that Bill finally realized, without Rose, a goose like him would never have survived.
Goodbye, Rose. I am honored to have met you.
Soon, the migration season arrived, which meant they were about to part ways. Rose placed Bill on her shoulder, and gave him one final running start. Watching Bill gradually fade into the distance, Rose had fulfilled her mission. Suddenly, an inexplicable wave of emotion surged through her, driving her to sprint forward with everything she had. She overcame obstacle after obstacle, just to catch one last glimpse of Bill. Even though her heart was filled with reluctance, she could only let him go. In the days without Bill, Rose felt as though her soul had been ripped away. As snowflakes drifted through the air, she turned back into that cold, lifeless machine once more. Seeing Rose so heartbroken, Fink wanted to urge her to come down, but Rose just muttered to herself that there was nothing left here worth holding on to. Rose's words pierced Fink's heart, like a steel needle. Fink swallowed the words he wanted to say to make her stay, and returned to the cave in desolation. Afterwards, Rose went up to the mountaintop, and activated the transmitter. Soon, the headquarters received the signal, but strangely, the signal only flickered once before disappearing. At that same moment, Bill was on the migration journey. They flew from night until dawn, and from dawn until dusk. Suddenly, dark clouds gathered ahead. They had encountered an unprecedented blizzard. The leader had no choice but to lead the flock in an emergency landing, and they temporarily took shelter inside a human structure. But right at that moment, Bill mistook a robot for Rose, and recklessly went over to say hello, which led to the flock being discovered. The robot immediately sounded the alarm.